Ooh, I'm trying to get it. Okay, this is Rudolph Giuliani's cup. Rodolfo Giuliani. So he's Rumfield's and Dracula's love child. Who knew Dracula and Renfield always together alone in that castle on lonely nights, dark and stormy? Woo! They got together and created the ultimate weirdo, Rudolph Giuliani. Okay. It's almost a repeat of the Roger Stone. You guys, this is so crazy. It's so weird. Okay. So here's Trump talking on a podium. He's going to be doing a bunch of speeches like, oh, I'm squeaky clean. I'm such a victim. I'm such a great president. No one has suffered more than I have. No one has been targeted so unfairly. He's even going to be crying, you guys. I don't know. He's going to get very emotional up there. Saying that they want his blood, that they want him. They're out to get him. Okay, so then here's the other guy I told you about earlier in the Roger Stone Cup again. So Rudy, Roger Stone, Trump, and all of them are in it together. They're going to hire some young guy to create some chaos with strikes, rubber bullets, some sort of weird drama with throwing crap. It could be liquids too. Like throwing liquids and throwing rubber bullets or fake bullets or Molotovs, maybe even real bullets. I don't know. How can I tell real bullets or fake bullets? I don't know. They're paying this guy. They're paying the kid. They're paying the young guy. They're paying him money. And here's Trump, and it's coming from Trump. It's coming from Trump. But it's planned by Roger Stone and Rudolph Giuliani. Okay, so here they are. And again, they're targeting New York. They've come up with a new strategy and a new campaign. Their new thing is they're going to target New York. And the reason they're going to target New York, because here's a bill or a subpoena, some sort of paper that's going to come to maybe to all three of them. Maybe to all three of them. So they're trying to target New York. This is a skyscraper. And to me, this is how I know I cannot mistake New York. Number one, I'm from New York. And number two, I always see the Empire State Building. That's the Empire State Building. And here's water, and here's the Statue of Liberty right there. You see that? Here's the building, Empire State Building. Water, water, water. Statue of Liberty. You see holding like something right there, like a torch or something, by the water. And so they're going to go to New York, and they're going to even, again, try to bribe people from maybe even SDNY. Giuliani's going to appeal to his old friendships, for old time's sake kind of thing. Come on, Joe, for old time's sake, do it for me, sort of thing. And they're going to try to reverse everyone's ill will towards them. And you guys, I don't even know if I have the pizzazz to flavor this and season it up the way it should be seasoned. But here, I see what's a church or synagogue, a temple, a synagogue, a mosque. I don't know what the hell. This is a religious area over here. And Trump is going to be there. And he's going to be talking on top of the podium and people looking. And he's going to be surrounded by kids and surrounded by his family. And you're going to have Jared over here with one of their kids, older kids. I don't know if it's the little girl or his middle son. But Jared, one of the older kids, and Ivanka holding one of the younger kids. And here is the rest of the family with all the other kids. And they're heading to New York to talk to Anna, like a synagogue or a church or a mosque. Basically, what that's telling me is they're going to try to pretend they are He's the grandfather, the loving grandfather, the loving father, the wonderful father-in-law. Look at all his family, how innocent and jovial and wonderful and hardworking and religious and good-hearted they are. And he's there giving that speech, and he's surrounded by his children and his grandchildren. What a man, what a great, wonderful guy he is. And above all that is money. They're doing it for the money. Doing it for the money. You see all these kids they're gonna bring in there? I told you, even in the Rebecca Mercer, Trump is the kind of guy. On the Rebecca Mercer cup that I read for her, I saw like the Mercer's kids that Trump was gonna try to like play with them so that the Mercers could be like, oh, he's such a good guy. He even plays with our children. Oh, here's a bunch of money for you. You love my brats. You love my kids. That sort of thing. So there he is using his poor grandchildren to change public opinion. To change public opinion. They are planning to bring about a new image for Trump. The caring, long-suffering, devoted grandfather who's a provider and a patriarch for his family. His wonderful family full of kids. How could they be guilty of anything? How could they ever steal? How could they ever cheat? How could they ever lie? They're so religious. Their heart is with God. But above that is money. Above that is money. You know those people that like from church that invite you to go to the church and then when you go they ask you to give money? I didn't know that God also banked at Chase. I didn't know that God had an account at Chase as well. Oh, please go somewhere else with that bull. So he's pulling that crap over here. Like, oh yeah, look, my kids, that bull. It makes me nauseous. Sometimes I get angry when I do like I have to. Oh please, like I have to control myself because when I see stuff like that, money with God and spirituality and all that, like I just get so angry. So okay, so there he goes. Like you could say I need money, but don't be like, oh, God is asking me for money. Don't say that. Don't say crap like that. You could just say, look, for my services, I need money because in order for me to keep living, I need the money. But don't be like, oh, I'm so like God told me to ask you for money. Please. Okay, so then he goes over here. They have another house. Okay, I don't know. Is that Jared's lair again? What the heck? Now, Jared's lair is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things coming out of Jared's lair. One of them is going to be catastrophic. One of them is going to be catastrophic. And then over here we have more people that they know. So Giuliani and Trump are going to try to recruit people from their New York olden days. People like families, women and children. And here's Giuliani. That's how Giuliani comes out. He has the most light bulb looking head. It's almost like a stick with a light bulb on top. That's Giuliani. And here are a bunch of other little kids. And here comes out Trump. So that's their new strategy. That's where they're going to go. They're going to try to brainwash all the liberals and all the Democrats and all the states, the blue states, especially New York and Washington. And they're going to go hard on the propaganda. They've begun campaigning, guys. They've begun campaigning. And it's a team effort. It's Giuliani, Roger, Barr, Trump, Jared. You notice that Steve Bannon is now out? They probably asked they asked Giuliani and Trump asked the Mercers. This is my theory that Giuliani and Trump asked the Mercers for money, and they probably just sent Steve Bannon out. They probably just paid Steve Bannon. So Steve, just go out there and do your magic, do your Nazi brainwashing, brouhaha, whatever you do, that thing you do, that voodoo that you do, that sort of thing. And then again, 1, 2, 3 countries. So now we have, remember Austria, Ukraine, Romania, and there was also Austria. But Ukraine is going to incriminate them, and Romania is now incriminating them. Now there's another country. If Austria had any incrimination, it would already popped out. But I think it's another country. So far we have two, Ukraine and Romania, as of today. As of today. And again, all of this that comes out in the cup is new things. It's not something that we know. It's not something that's already been in the news, guys. This is going to be new. This is all new stuff. Yeah, so now we know their plans. Now we know what they're going to do. Please. They're pathetic. People are not going to buy it. People are not going to buy it. And the other thing that I was going to mention was that in the cup that I just did for Rudolph, for Rudy Giuliani, that where Trump is going to give his speech is going to be like downtown New York, close to the Statue of Liberty. You know, that whole thing that he's going to do where he goes to a church, synagogue, or mosque. I don't know what. I doubt it's a mosque because you know him. But yeah, that's going to be in downtown New York by the Statue of Liberty. So this is Rudy. And now let's see. Tell us what's going on with Rudy and what will happen with him. Without all that new information coming out and him putting his foot in his mouth as usual. And when he doesn't put his foot in his mouth, Trump putting Trump's foot in Giuliani's mouth. What will happen with Rudolph Giuliani? How is he now and what will happen to him? Rudolph Giuliani. 1920, 1940. Rudolph Giuliani. Show us Rudolph Giuliani. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, balls. Okay. So that's what covers him. Heartbreak. He's probably has to up his Coumadin. He's probably going to have to like cut the drinking so that he could take Coumadin or something. He's going to have heart palpitations at least. Knight of Pentacles upside down. Woo! They need the money. They need the money. Where's Robert? Where's Robert? They need the money to make things happen. He's worried about that. He thinks that if he gets the money, it's magic, that everything will be gone. That's why I put the Fool there as his signifier. This crowns him. He doesn't have any help anymore. The Chariot. No succor, no safety. This is beneath him, what he has to work with. Justice. Oh, so he's gonna try to bring in his lawyer friends and all the people that he has in the courts, all the connections that he thinks are still loyal to him. That's what he's going to bring forward. This is in the recent past. The Knight of Swords. Let's keep going. Not sure who that is yet. And in the upcoming future, feasting upside down. Felicity. His prestige down the drain. In the recent past, lawyers. You know, this could be more, but it could also... sometimes when you say this is so-and-so, it's not always the wise thing to do because you might get fixated on that and miss out on the message. So this, to me, is someone who's a lawyer or has to do with the law. A judge, lawyer, that is angry with Rudy. I keep saying, calling him Judy. With Rudy. This is a man that is a lawyer, a judge, has to do with the law, that's angry with Rudy. Okay, sorry. Let's move this over here, guys. This is him. The violence, you guys. The violence. The Eight of Wands upside down. This is in his environment. The Ace of Cups. So a lot of animosity and anger, the opposite of affection. This is his hopes and fears. Okay, so he's being weakened. He's now half the man he used to be. And he fears losing his riches and his status and his reputation. And what will come? The Ace of Wands upside down. A macabre new plan. Completely matches. Look, Ace of Cups upside down. Ace of Wands upside down. This is pure evil, you guys. Yeah, so that matches perfectly with my cup. They're being regenerated. They're like Cocoon. Remember that old movie Cocoon? A bunch of old folks got like alien cocooned up and got energy. That's kind of like what's happening with them. Like their evilness, or recharge of evilness coming up. I'm telling you, we're going to be furious at them, but it's going to be temporary. Whatever they do is going to, in the end, cause them even more grief. They just think they're like, you know, those criminals on Forensic Files. I don't know if you watch those shows where they think they're outsmarting the cops, and then eventually everything they do comes back to haunt them. It's kind of that situation. They're leaving even a bigger trail, more witnesses, more people that are going to testify. This is their new macabre plan. And that's my reading on Rudy. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.